Welcome to Gender Lab. I'm Amy. This is Shirley. As always, we have the amazing Dr. Narina, who specializes in data collection analysis. But today, she's brought us her latest research robot, Roro, plus lucky listener Daisy. Today, we are tracking the ultimate paradox.
How to be a feminist in 2020s without scaring off your blind dates. According to the study Young Women's Conceptualizations in Online Dating, 68% of Chinese women support splitting the bill, but
89% still expect men to have a house or a car.
More ironically, the study Feminism versus Femininity points out 60% of women on Bubble follow up assertive messages like smile emoji or "You're amazing."
Let's listen to one of the comments from our male audience.
My girlfriend insists on splitting bills but called me cheap for a 520 yuan gift. Is it equality or double standard?
The answer lies in today's topic. The illusion of splitting the bill, the double standard faced by successful women and algorithmic matchmakers.
Algorithmic incomplete.
Look, it seems that our little robot has something to say.
According to Roro's database, 70% of top female trait is youth and beauty, while 89.9% of male traits is financial stability.
Yeah, which comes out to the conclusions. Patriarchy is running smoothly. Looks like feminism still has a long way to go.
Alright everyone, let's see what's going on. Let's first look at whether splitting the bill on a date is just a matter of dignity or true equality.
So what hobby do you have?
I've been reading feminist literature recently. I really believe gender equality is very important.
Well, that's great, but I think some feminists just use that as an excuse to take advantage, right?
That's true, but that doesn't mean I'm one of them.
Hello sir, here's today's bill.
Oh, today's total is 325.6. Let's split it. 162.8 each.
Sure, that's fair.
Splitting on the first date? Can't even pretend to be gentle?
Next time we can try the Italian place next door. I've heard it's great.
Yeah, sounds good.
Another date? Impossible!
Help! He really split the bill down to the decimal. He even made me pay for the extra lemon water I had. So stingy. No wonder he's going out date every day.
Ha! What a gem! You might as well ask him if he wants to spit the air he breathes.
Even more ridiculous, he suggested an Italian meal next door. That's 800 on average. Next time, I'm definitely posting about him in the group chat with the title, The AA King's Stinging Fantasies.
Does this sound familiar? Interestingly, our latest survey showed that nearly 70% of women have accepted splitting bills, yet a similar proportion still values financial stability in their partners. What does this apparent contradiction tell us?
其实我不介意 AA， 但是我还
I
是
don't
希望
mind
他
splitting
能
the
主动
bill,
提出买
but I
单。
still hope he will take the initiative to pay.
As a woman, I totally get this contradiction. On my last date, the guy insists to paying. I knew we should split it, but inside I feel so pleased. Wow, he's so responsible.
Isn't this a classic conflict? The awareness of equality in the new era clashes with deep-rooted traditional expectations. What does this seemingly contradictory phenomenon reflect?
Yes, you're right, Amy. The core contradiction lies in, are we pursuing equality or privilege? In traditional heterosexual relationships, women have long enjoyed the benefit of being taken care of in dating. The concept of splitting bills essentially requires women to give up this old implicit contract, which is exchanging economic dependence for reproduction.
Research also shows that couples who take turns treating each other have the highest satisfaction. maintaining fairness while preserving a sense of ceremony. Perhaps this is the middle ground.
Just because you want to be treated as an equal doesn't mean you can enjoy being spoiled a bit. These two things can totally go hand in hand. The key is to finding the balance, maintaining financial independence while receiving emotional care. What really counts is finding a groove that works for both of you, rather than following some rigid standard.
Agree. True equality should mean both parties can freely express and fulfill their respective needs, rather than simply splitting bills down the middle.
So guys, what do you prefer? Option A, split the bill. Option B, take turns. Option C, whoever invites pays. Or others? Let us know in the comment now. When we talk about splitting the bill, the girls from that play remind me of a more paradoxical phenomenon. Why is that the same woman can be a decisive CEO in the workplace, but has to pretend to be gentle and caring in dating market?
I think this related to a case study. A female VP at a tech company was advised by a dating app algorithm to change her profile from AI expert to baking lover, because the system determined that hardcore labors reduce match rates by more than 30%.
So has success become a new demerit? Should I write on my resume special skills playing dumb next time?
I once changed HKU MBA to good at making pancakes, and my match rate tripled immediately. But one guy found out I actually manage a Fortune 500 teams and immediately unmatched me.
Congratulations! You have been promoted to not suitable for dating level. Don't worry, just set your career visibility to invisible mode.
There's another data showing that around 40% of highly educated women have received rejection message stating, "You were too successful. It's intimidating." This data align with SK2 ad, where Shanghai women are labeled as leftover women. You are not alone.
But the reality is, while data critiques these labels, our relatives are still scoring based on these standards, like
Linlin, not that I'm nagging, but have you seen Shishi's posts? She posted again about her kid winning a piano competition yesterday.
三姨，
安琪
我刚刚
I just got promoted to manager.
哎呦，女孩子可不能要这么
Oh,
要
come on,
强
girls.
谈
Shouldn't
婚
be
论
too
嫁才
ambitious.
爽
Marriage
到
is what really matters.
你
Look
看
at how
早
good
一
Dr.
生条
Zhong's
件多
conditions
好
are.
死都
He has
是
a house
有
and a
房
car
子
in the city.
三姨，你觉得玲玲
Auntie,
现在30万
don't you
年
think
薪，
Linlin's current
有
salary
自己
of
的团队
300,000 and her own team are accomplishments worth being proud of?
这个
Well, it's not good for a girl to be
女孩子
too
条
strong.
件不好，早一
Dr.
生
Zhong
说她
said
想
he
要
wants
个
someone
顾
who
家
can
的
manage the home.
So my professional achievements have become a demerit, so I prepare two resumes, one for job applications and one for dating.
It seems that this is the reality.
This contradiction, celebrating successful women while simultaneously labeling them as leftover, isn't just social slip-up, it's a mirror of deeper tensions. But as the woman empowers, they are still being asked to justify their choices. Why must a woman constantly prove she deserves respect simply because she is single, or ambitious, or child-freed? Only then, when singlehood is no longer treated as a deviation, can we say we are truly moving towards equality.
So why must successful women shrink into Cinderella slippers when they've already built their own castles? I wonder if our listeners face pressure from relatives about marriage, just like the girl from the previous play. I certainly do. That's why I created a profile on a dating app. I wanted to find a partner by my own terms rather than by my family, where I could be my authentic self.
But do you know, these apps' algorithms might be even more eager to marry you off than your mom. We have connected to Kiki. She is an expert Tantan user, which is one of the most famous dating apps in mainland China. Let's call her and hear her story.
Hi everyone, I'm Kiki, 26 years old. I'm quite introverted and a homebody. I'm usually shy in person but bold online. I spend my days dreaming of a fairy tale romance.
Many young women share that fantasy nowadays, hoping Mr. Right will just magically appear.
Exactly. You know what? When my bestie convinced me to join Tantan last year, I imagined meeting the perfect match online. However, I found myself drowning in gym selfies and luxury car photos on the first night. I feel like I'd stumble into a fitness membership sales pitch. As someone active in feminist groups, I made an interesting discovery. These apps finally let women take control. I could actively choose matches like a queen selecting candidates. When I saw a guy discussing feminist literature on Tantan, I immediately started a conversation.
Goodness, in traditional matchmaking, the relatives could scold. A proper lady shouldn't be so active.
True, but in the algorithm world, who initiate first doesn't matter. It's about soul matching.
See? That's technology breaking traditional scripts.
But I soon discovered the catch. After liking 3 profiles of men discussing feminism, the app started aggressively recommending pro-women's independence matches. Sounds great, right? Until I noticed their identical script. I completely support women's career as long as they balance work and family.
Balance?
Oh god, as if the matchmaking system came from another century.
Are you thinking you're free to love on Tantan? No, we're all being forced to attend the Truman Show.
No wonder when I post on fitness photos, I get fooled by gym selfies. And gender bias. Women's book reviews get tagged by sophisticated, while men's get labeled as ambitious professional.
Platform data reveals more biases. Women under 25 get 1.7 times visibility boost, while men with property get VIP treatment. Women over 30 face age flitters, hidden like clearance items. Meanwhile, men earning below average have lower match rates than winning the lottery.
Dr. Lee from Stanford's AI Ethics Lab hits the nail on the head. Algorithms aren't crystal balls. They are mirror magnifying society's biases.
It's sneaky. Take the engineering process. Coders often unknowingly bake society's unspoken rules into neutral formulas. One engineer confesses to me, "We didn't create the bias, we just gave it a calculator." Think about it. When apps default to ranking user by income or age, they are not just reflecting inequality, they are automating it.
So the system's rigid from the start. But here's the kicker. Can tech actually fix what it helped break?
It starts with redesigning the inputs. Why prioritize salary over value alignment? What if we add filters for housework expectations or career equality priorities? Real change means rebuilding the mirror to reflect a fairer world, not just polishing the glass. But here's the catch. Tech alone can't solve this. It demands social accountability, forcing engineers to ask, whose norm are we coding?
So next time your dating app suggests a high-value CEO or a 30-plus whisk, remember, it is not dates, it's code. And code can be rewritten.
Don't lose hope, guys. Data shows 68% of Gen Z split bills and 30% of men reject bride prices. Shirley, I heard that you and your boyfriend John have a very unique dynamics.
Yes, John and I split rent and gift each other clothing skin. John's mom told him, "Be a man." But he replies, "Mom, it's 2023.
Mary, what's something you've done that made more traditional family members react with confusion or even pushback? How did you handle it?
On my 35th birthday, I bought myself a diamond ring. My aunt gossiped this scares men away. I said, perfect filter.
The Gen Z dating reports finds more people prioritize equality and respect. Change isn't distant, It's in every split bill and reject the bright price.
When we train AI with real data,
and more Johns rewrite the rules, the traditional expectation of women in dating will eventually be overwritten.
May every small rebellion become light in the system's cracks. Thanks for listening. That's all for our podcast today.